Hello everyone. Before I get into this, I just want to give a warning that I will be talking about issues relating to eating disorders and weight gain and weight loss and like other fitness stuff like that. And the drawing is a bit inappropriate as well. So if you don't want to see or listen to any of that, this is just that warning before we get on to everything else. Okay, enjoy. Hello, everyone. Let me make sure I'm not getting in the way too much. Okay, no, I'm not. It has been so long since I've filmed like this. I actually did yesterday, but I fucked it up. So let's not talk about that. I'm a very different person from I would even say possibly a couple months ago. Um, just to be honest with you, I've been rotting. I think I'll call that the word. I think that's the word this summer, is that I have been rotting. I had a bit of a moment with talking to a girl, and ever since that, um, I've just been in fucking rough shape, son. Um, I think it's probably been a full year now, close to a full. No, I think it's just been a half a year at this point. I started that at around maybe like 180, 190 on a bad day, and right now I'm down to 170, close to 160. And to put that into perspective, I am 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, and 6 foot if you're drunk enough. Ladies, I don't have ladies lining around the block after hearing that. But that's just to put my weight into perspective. I don't want anyone thinking I'm like severely underweight or still overweight or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the BMI for 170 is. I think it's like a little bit above healthy, I think. Like barely. Like I'm barely passing right now. I think. I still have some chub. And, that's just kind of, I don't know why that was my response to what happened with this girl I was talking to. I guess I could kind of explain that now, more accurately, now that I'm here. I've had multiple incidents like this with women not being the nicest things ever in the world, even though like most of the time women are the nicest things ever in the world, but it was this specific incident most recently that happened that made me want to just made me feel like shit. Okay, so it's this girl that I've been friends with, and that's probably the worst part about it, is that I've been friends with her for a long time, and now I hate her. Let me justify that hatred. Let me explain everything. So basically, I've been talking to her since like November of last year. And I had asked her, I was like, hey, it would be nice if we could just, make this more than a friend thing and kind of just like go a little further and make this a dating talking thing. And, we're very close. I'm going to miss this connection I had. Because we're very cool with each other. And she's very nice to talk to. And it's very nice to be in her presence. So, she had told me, she was like, I don't want to date right now. I don't want to date right now. I had like a breakup moment happen, and, that's just not anything I want to do right now, just because I'm going through a rough patch after dating someone. I'm like, okay, That's okay. Who the fuck am I to be like, actually no? Like, who am I to be rude about it and still want her to talk to me in that way, like in a dating way? So I let that happen, and it was maybe like 3 weeks ago that I tried to talk to her again about it. And I was like, hey, are you doing any better from that breakup? Like the whole not wanting to date thing? And she was like, yeah, no, I'd like still, I'm still not really feeling like it because, I had a lot of feelings attached to this guy. And, it's just really hard. It's really hard to process this right now. I'm like, oh, okay. I saw it as a bit stranger this time. A bit weirder considering it had been like a long time. But hey, if I had a breakup, it would take me a while too. So I was just like, okay, let it be. And I think it was maybe the same day, or maybe the day after, I think, that I was at Walmart, and I saw her with this tall, handsome-looking guy, handsome-looking fella, I'm telling you. You know what they say, fucking judge the bike, not the rider. So I didn't have a problem with the guy, naturally. And instead I had a problem with her, wondering, naturally, I can jump to conclusions like fucking Olympic style. So I was like, okay, what the fuck is that? I was thinking that in the store, and then when I got in my car, I was just like running through my mind. I was like, okay, maybe it's just a coworker. Maybe I could just like simmer down and not be so tense and not jump to conclusions and think, yeah, no, that's the guy she's dating, totally. So I did that. I had like peace of mind for like 2 days just thinking. I was like, maybe that's just a coworker. Because she works as a line cook, or just like in food service. And you get really close with the people you work with in food service. So, there were some girls I knew that I work with that I would fucking hang out with like that. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just that deal. Maybe that's what's going on. And then later, the day after, I reckon, I saw her post something on, I forgot what the thing is called. It's like fucking Instagram Notes or whatever the hell that's called. And yeah, no, she's not. She's dating. And from what the note said, I think it was more than just dating, more than just a date, or a very successful date, actually, I'm telling you. So from what I got from that is that she just lied to me. Just straight up lied to me about not wanting to date anybody. I know for sure she didn't want to date me. Coming from, what she did. So, yeah, that was really fucking weird. And it pissed me off, like a lot. Like a lot. Like, why couldn't you just tell me the truth about that? Why, why? Did you just not tell me no, or I'm not interested, or something like that? And give me that closure. Because that's mainly what I wanted, was closure. A healthier form of closure. Considering my last relationship, I did not have a healthy form of closure, and it fucked me up for a long time. And here this is a very fucked up form of rejection that I find out indirectly from a post about her. Ugh. Yeah. And that's how I find out. And that's how I find out I don't have a chance. And instead of her just saying no and respecting me a little bit and giving me that closure, that's how I had to find out. That's like finding out your dog isn't making the surgery by just showing him the dead body. There's no doctor that's like, hey, buddy, we really tried. No, it's just straight up seeing the fucking dead dog just on the counter. Like, fuck, man, I knew I didn't have a chance, but just to see it like that, that just sent me for a fucking loop. And, I was genuinely mad at her. That's like something I don't do. That's something I don't really do, is that I don't like to have this type of hatred in my heart for someone. It's been a really bad mix of obsession and hatred, just because of all the feelings I have attached to her and what she did. Not that she's not allowed to do that. She doesn't really owe me anything. But I think she does owe me a rejection, at least, instead of me having to find out that way. That's the thing I'm pissed about. I really don't care what she does, because she's her own person. She really is. That's her life. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. But, like, the least you can do is talk to me directly and tell me what you're really gonna do, instead of just not saying anything at all and just hoping that I take it well. I think the worst part about me seeing her at the Walmart was that she was obviously ducking me. I got to see them from far away, and I know we matched eyes, like matched gazes. She saw me, I saw her, but still. I hadn't seen her since the last time we met up, and that was like fucking months ago at this point. So you'd reckon, being the good friends that we are, she would, at least come over to say hi to me or something. But no. She was with that tall glass of water. He was fucking tall, dude. That dude was handsome. But I guess it triggered something in me, and I guess that's why I have my response right now, that I'm just I'm going to say restricting calories first, because I was just going to say cutting, because that's the term for losing your fat mass. Cutting in the dietary terms, not cutting in the self-harm way. I guess it goes both ways. They're still both technically a form of self-harm. If you do cutting really wrong in the dietary sense, it might as well be self-harm. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Before that, I really wanted to gain lean mass, like a lot. Like, that was my summer goal, was to be a big boy. And that happened, and I just feel like shit. And I thought about it like twice, and it makes me feel really ashamed about what my response to that was. Because of course that happened, and I feel like shit. And it's always the fucking corny ass gym content that's like talking about like how you get cheated on and you need to work out to do whatever the fuck you need to get bulky and big because this girl treated you wrong. I had like the opposite, to where I just wanted to slim down again and lose all my lean mass, just everything. I just wanted to lose it all. And I just thought, I was like, I have the same trauma response as a fucking 16-year-old girl. What am I doing? Like, I'm gonna be on, like, what is it, ED Twitter? Like, what am I doing, dude? I'm still gonna go through with it. Like, I do want to lean down a lot. I don't know what the end goal is. Maybe like 165. 165. Maybe 160. But, that really made me stop me in my fucking tracks. I was like, okay, this is not a normal or a healthy response to whatever the fuck that is. I'm changing from that. Like, it's not bad at all what happened to me. Like, I'm being really dramatic about it, but considering it was a person I knew for a long time that did something that it would take like a fucking biblical amount of effort for me to forgive them for doing that. Like, seriously. I don't know if I could ever forgive them for that, for just having such a bad form of communication with me. Just like such a lack of communication that I can only say was either just dumb or at worst malicious. Like, I really don't understand why she wouldn't just tell me she's not interested. Maybe for me to like stay around to fuel her narcissism or something. Like, still, that's still the best case scenario in my mind, for me to just stay around and be nice to her and stay as friends, I hope. But friends don't fucking lie like that. I really don't understand. Like, I was gonna stop being her friend because she rejected me. Well, yeah, no, I'm not your friend anymore because you fucking lied to me. She wasn't like trapped or anything. Did I like do some sort of form of male manipulator entrapment that led her to, like, it wasn't even that deep. It did not go that deep that she had to do this weird fucking tactic. Was I just like a backup or something? I'm hoping that's what it was, to soften the blow, that I was just there in case that guy stopped talking to her. That's the only thing I could hope, that I was just some form of backup. Because she did talk to me like she wanted to date me when we were talking. There was that chance, but I guess paired up against Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Handsome. And then I can't fucking help but sound like a mean bitch when I talk about that dude. Like I'm saying, I don't have a problem with him either. Judge the bike, not the rider. That dude, he's probably a good guy. He really is a good guy. A lot better of a person than me. I could imagine so. I could imagine how charming he is. I could imagine how personable he is. I could imagine that he actually understands social cues better than I did. Because I think that's one thing that really failed me, was just that I didn't understand what she really meant. That wasn't directly told to me. Because that's just what I hoped would happen, that she would just directly tell me. But I guess I should have just been guessing from the fact that she just doesn't talk to me. That's what I really fucking hate about dating people with being socially inept and probably autistic, is that there's just so many things that women don't tell you directly, and that you have to guess. And my guesses are never, ever right. I just seriously don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking to people, hoping that, like, something will fucking happen. I know, poor me, I know. It really sounds just like such a nothing burger of problems that I have. That's why I can't really talk about it, because talking about dating issues as a man just kind of falls on deaf ears, because a lot of the time it's just the guy that's wrong in the end. And that's what I can't help but think, that I'm just like maybe getting everything wrong, that I'm doing everything wrong. Like, it just feels like that. It just feels like maybe some way, somehow, that I'm just fumbling something so badly, and that I'll realize it soon, eventually. I don't know. I really don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna keep on getting skinnier. That's my main goal, is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. I just don't wanna. I don't know. I really don't know where to go from here. Like I said, dude, the word of the summer is rotting. I think you could tell from the intro of the video, I look very different. I look dead. I have other pictures of me. I have pictures of me skinnier. Throw it up on the screen, buddy. Please, would you? Yeah, that's what I look like right now. I cut my hair short, and I want to cut it even shorter, just because my hair was longer, and I think I just look like a guy with long hair. I don't know if you catch my drift. I look like the guy from Dragon Force, or Moist Critical, or every member of a black metal band. It's just long hair. Just a guy with long hair. Or kind of like Fabio. I think the one thing that changed it a lot for me is that I'm starting to watch body cam videos and like criminal detective videos. And one thing I noticed is that all the male serial killers have really long hair. And, that's just kind of unfortunate. So I just don't style my hair like that anymore. I don't want to look like that. Like, that's the haircut of a fucking serial killer. So that's why I stopped with that look. Is that, yeah, I could look majestic on the right guy, but considering I'm socially inept and people misread every single one of my social cues, I look fucking creepy talking to people. And if I just have that long hair, people are going to think I'm actually a sociopath or something. Just because I can't read facial cues well, or I can't look the right way when I'm talking to people. That's just, a fear I have, is that that's what I end up looking like talking to people with my long hair. So maybe if I just cut it more, I can look somewhat normal. I don't know. I'm starting to realize that's what I'm sounding like right now. I sound fucking insane. But it's whatever. Take a look at what I'm drawing. You think you're dealing with a normal fucking person? I drew this because it reminds me of not because. I'm drawing this and it's reminding me of that one album cover, or single cover. I don't remember what the fucking song was, from Sabrina Carpenter. And I was thinking, my culture is not your fucking costume, first off. Second off, nice commentary on I really lost the word right there. Nice commentary on misogyny, son. I never really cared for her. She's hot. That's all that I can really process from her. I don't actively try and listen to her music. I only see pictures of her, so that's the only thing I could extrapolate, is that she's just hot. Like old school hot. Like she should be on the side of a bomber jet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she will be on the side of a cargo plane in the next World War. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. She's cool. Who was another artist that was like that? Not an artist, but an actor. Sydney Sweeney. That was a moment. Holy shit, that was a moment. When she had weird ties to the alt-right movement, that was crazy. And she just kind of fell off because she never shook those assumptions. She really fumbled that bag, dude. I haven't heard of her since she had those allegations of being... But then that just reminds me of, like, the standards that female actors are set to. Like, she had her career ended from political associations, but there's still, like, male actors that are, like, infamous pieces of shit that still get roles or are still prevalent in media. So let's not talk about that right now. Not that it makes me uncomfortable, it's just that it's a somewhat of a dead horse topic. I gotta let this ink dry so I don't end up smudging anything. There's this girl I'm talking to right now as well. I think it's really... every time I think about why women think I'm weird, I can't help but think it's this. I can't help but think it's this. But oh shit. Okay, let's not. I just saw something on my phone that was really bad. I can't help but think it's this. I think it makes... Yeah, obviously it fucking makes people uncomfortable. But it's just... You know, my art. What the fuck am I gonna do? What are you gonna do? This mic is very directional, so sorry if I, like, turn away and it sounds weird for a second. But, like, really, what are you gonna do? It's just my form of expression, man. I know it's not very appropriate, but this is how I feel, ultimately. This isn't a piece for me to be the sadist in this position. I don't mean to be the hand that collars. This comes from a lot of weakness from myself. And it's really sad about how my development turned out, being on the internet and everything, is that a lot of my feelings, no matter how much of them I suppress, there's always one that comes back and that materializes itself in my thought processes. That's just being a lewd person. And I'm not a very dirty person. That's just one feeling that doesn't dilute in my mind. There's times where I just don't feel a lick of anything, but there's still somehow my sex drive is intact. And it just makes me feel really disgusting. Certainly, from my pieces, I don't seek intimacy from my partners, truthfully. Truthfully, that's like not anything I think of when it comes to a partner. I really don't think of it. I'm quite disgusted by my feelings like that, just because they've caused me so much problems with attachment to people that I just don't want to listen to it anymore. You know, me thinking with my dick has led to so many problems in my life and caused me so much issues in my life that I don't think about it anymore when it comes to talking to people. It certainly affected my normal functions. I'm quite ashamed of it. But I'm certainly not going to be the guy that's like, yeah, do like no fap or stop watching porn or something. Yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that's like talking good of purity or something. I don't think purity is the goal of life. I think sex is just very normal. Um, so yeah, that's just how I've been feeling. That's kind of why I feel like I'm just rotting. Is that I don't know, dude. It's just draining. It's really draining right now. It's really draining to exist right now, truthfully. Not suicidal, of course. I still really enjoy life. I really do. There's so many things to do, so many things to enjoy right now that I just can't fathom of that feeling right now. That I would want to die or something. That's not anything I want to talk about at all. I know I can grow from this. This is just a really low point, and that's all it's going to be. It's just a low point. I don't think what's happening right now to me is going to dictate the rest of my life. I really don't want to think that way, that what's happening right now is going to be the rest of my life, and that everything is going to suck from this point because I can't talk to women because I'm socially inept or whatever. I need to change because it happens so much with incels that they're like, if I'm never need to change because I already know I'm a good guy, the only thing I'm waiting on is for all the ladies to come crawling back after their Chad boyfriend is an asshole to them and mistreats them in some way, and they just come crawling back to me. And that doesn't work because it just reaches a point where you're like 30 something and the women have not come back. They never were going to come back. And you just realize that maybe no. Maybe they never were going to come crawling back because you weren't a good person to begin with. I don't want to end up like that. I think I still need to change a lot as a person in order to become an appropriate partner for someone else. Or maybe it's just been an insanely unfortunate turnout that, maybe I am already a good person and already a good partner, but just nobody wants to see that in me. But no, I think I'm just fueling the fire to leading myself to that mindset where I'm just waiting for a mistreated woman to come crawling back to me because she'd been mistreated by her Chad boyfriend or whatever. I do need to change. I don't want to stay in this mindset where I'm so self-righteous about how I treat women that, it's just going to take finding the right one or finding a vulnerable woman to find out how good of a guy I really am. So yeah, I'm still going to be changing as a person. I hope to change more in the future. I'm just scared of what it's looking like. Change is scary. It's always going to be scary. I'm always fucking scared of change. We're supposed to be like that as humans. We're supposed to fear it. But it's nothing we could stop. I mean, I could stop growing. I could stop right now. I could just not give a fuck about becoming a better person. But no, I think I will continue to change. It's for the betterment of everything in my life right now. But I think this drawing is finished. I'm really sorry if this really bummed you out, or I really hope that this gave you new perspective on your attitude towards women. Either or, I hope this has been beneficial. If you were here for me talking, or if you were just here for this, it's cool. It's whatever. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll put the final edit of this on the screen. Yeah, that'll be it. That's the final edit. I don't consider this as the final. It's when I edit it and everything. But that'll be it. Thank you a lot for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you've been here for a long time, thank you. And if you're new here, subscribe maybe, because I'll continue to be doing more work like this. Okay, goodbye.